10 years, I want to be, known as a true professional, a guy that played the game the right way.
This is why the NBA has become so unwatchable. The Chicago Bulls and the Charlotte Hornets just combined for 75 missed threes.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're tackling something that's been a hot topic in the basketball world, especially after this season.
Okay.
Has the three-point shot changed basketball, fundamentally?
Ooh.
They even coined a term,
Okay.
the Curry effect.
Right, the Curry effect, yeah.
So what is the Curry effect exactly?
Well, it's basically how Stephen Curry, if the guy can practically shoot from the parking lot.
Right.
His insane accuracy from three-point range, it's made the three-pointer not just like a strategic thing, but a go-to move.
And it's everywhere.
Everywhere. Young players, pros, it's changing how the game is played and even how people train.
Yeah. When I first saw him play, I was like, is this even allowed? His range is crazy.
It's unreal. That some people are worried that skills like, mid-range jump shot or playing effectively in the paint are being kind of neglected.
Oh, so the game is getting too focused on just one thing.
That's what they're debating, yeah. They even use this phrase, the soul of basketball. Like, what's at stake here?
Soul of basketball.
Yeah. Is it just about launching threes, or is there more to it?
What I don't like about the game, now we hear NBA personnel, head coaches, analytic people tell me a two-point shot now is a bad shot. But all I know is the best players all shoot mid-range shots. Why? Because you got to have an imagination to say, what is the defense giving me?
Stop tagging me in all these horrible basketball clips of people taking bad shots, talking about I ruined the game. I did not tell y'all to shoot that shot.
Some people think so.
Some people think so, yeah. And we've got tons of articles, expert opinions, and even historical data to sort of look through with you.
Should be fun.
Yeah, so just consider us your guides for this three-point revolution.
Steph is so good that everybody wants to be Steph, but nobody can be Steph.
Have you seen that video, the one from All Ball Baby?
Yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about.
It's called, Did Steph Curry's Three-Point Revolution Ruin Basketball Sorts? #shorts.
I think I saw that one, yeah.
So we're going to kind of deep dive into that whole concept today.
Interesting.
It's just so disappointing because these are really, really good players, but everyone doesn't play or have the same skill set as Steph Curry.
It basically argues that
played versus now. It's changed.
It's like gone are the days of like the beautiful mid-range game.
Fade away.
The post-ups.
Yeah, all those classic moves. Like even if your three-point percentage is a little bit lower
right.
than like your mid-range.
Yeah, you're still potentially getting more points per shot.
So, but like it's not just about like the math, right?
Yeah.
Because the video brings up this really good point about how like not every player is Steph Curry.
Exactly.
Right. You can't just...
everybody's trying to be Steph.
Right. And you're not going to be as good.
Yeah. And you end up taking these shots that you're probably not ready for.
Yeah.
This is interesting too because it's not just about basketball.
Yeah.
When you think about it, every sport kind of goes through this.
Totally.
Like, how do you embrace the new stuff, but also keep the tradition?
Right. Like, is there a balance?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tough question.
Yeah. And we're not here to tell you what to think about it.
Right.
We're just presenting the information.
And then you can make up your own mind about it.
For sure.
Yeah.
So let's go back in time for a sec.
Right.
Like, to really understand this whole three-pointer thing.
Yeah.
We need to understand how we even got here.
Right.
Like the three-point line wasn't always there.
Right. It was first introduced in the NBA in 1979.
1979.
But it's kind of crazy to think about it. It wasn't like an immediate success.
No, it really wasn't.
It took a while.
It did. It did.
For the league and for the players to really understand what it meant.
Yeah, and some of the sources that we were looking at talked about guys like Larry Bird.
Oh, yeah.
And Reggie Miller.
Of course.
Like, they were some of the first to really use it a lot. Imagine being like a defender back then.
Oh my God.
He's used to this really physical game, you know, under the basket. Like all the action is there.
Right.
And suddenly you've got these guys pulling up from like half court.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, what do you even do?
Yeah.
It's such a strategic shakeup. Like, how do you guard that?
And it took people a while to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
And you see that in other sports too.
Totally.
Like, think about baseball.
Yeah.
How long did it take them to really accept analytics.
Yeah.
Like the whole Moneyball thing.
Moneyball, it's just like that.
That's that same idea.
You know, but eventually teams started to see the value of this three-point shot.
Yeah.
And I think it really took off when someone stepped onto the scene.
Oh, I know exactly who you're going to say.
In the mid-2010s.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the Stephen Curry effect.
The Kevin Curry effect.
Like this guy.
Unbelievable.
His accuracy.
Being
Okay.
13.7 three-point attempts per game. 13.7.
Fast forward to last season, 2022-2023.
Wow.
That number had more than doubled.
That's insane.
I know.
It's like
Interesting.
the three-pointer's the new dunk.
Right.
It's like everybody wants to shoot it.
Everybody wants to shoot it.
So is it making the game better?
Right. That's the big question.
Like that's what we're trying to figure out.
Has the three-point shot actually made the game better?
Yeah.
Or is it taking something away?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, like are we losing something?
Are we losing some of the beauty
Yeah.
and strategy of this game?
Yeah, because it's definitely changed the strategy a lot.
Yeah.
Like just look at how teams play now
Right.
compared to like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's totally
They're
different.
totally different.
So yeah, I think that's a really good question to explore.
Okay, so let's get into it. So it feels like we're really at a crossroads with this whole thing.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Like on the one hand,
Yeah.
you have the sources had some ideas about how to address this.
All right, so what are they saying?
Yeah, so some experts suggested moving the three-point line back.
Oh, wow.
You know, just a little bit.
Oh, it'd make it a little harder.
Yeah, make it a little bit harder.
So you can't just chuck it up from anywhere?
Right, and then maybe, you know, it would encourage players to develop their mid-range game more,
I see.
you know?
So it's not all or nothing. It's like you have options.
Right, exactly. And then there was this other idea that was really interesting.
Okay.
What if they introduced a 4-point line? Like, can you imagine?
4-point line.
Like, how crazy would that be?
That's wild.
I know.
That would change everything.
It would change everything.
Like, can you imagine the strategy?
Oh my.
People would be launching from like
Yeah,
half court.
and then what would happen to the rest of the game?
Right. Would anybody even bother
Yeah.
going inside anymore?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a crazy idea.
It's a wild idea.
But it's interesting to think about.
It is interesting to think about.
Like, how would that actually play out
Yeah.
in a real game?
You know, but maybe there's less drastic ways
Yeah, probably.
to encourage a more balanced game.
Like, what else are they saying?
So one thing that's happening right now
Yeah.
is the use of data analytics.
Oh, yeah. Data's huge now
It's huge.
in every sport.
Yeah, so teams are like really crunching numbers
Yep.
and studying shot selection.
So it's not just about like
Right.
jacking up threes all the time.
No, it's about being smart and strategic.
So they're trying to find that balance
Right.
between
Yeah.
threes and other shots.
Exactly. And as that technology gets even more sophisticated,
Oh, for sure. It's only going to get more.
yeah, we'll see teams developing these really nuanced approaches to
Yeah.
how they're using the three-pointer.
That makes sense.
So it's really interesting to see how technology is shaping the game.
Yeah, it's changing everything.
But ultimately, it's still the players and the coaches who are
Yeah.
out there
Yeah.
making those decisions on the court.
Exactly.
So what do you think? Do you think they're aware of these concerns
Yeah.
about the three-pointer?
Yeah, I think they are.
Or are they just so focused on winning?
Yeah, like at all costs.
Right.
Like whatever it takes.
Yeah. Do you think they're thinking about the bigger picture?
I think more and more they are.
Okay.
Like, I think there's this growing awareness
Okay.
that the game needs to find a better balance.
Yeah.
You know, like some coaches are already encouraging their players to like work on a wider range of skills.
Oh, wow.
Like they're emphasizing
Yeah.
post play, mid-range shooting.
Yeah.
Like all those fundamentals
Right.
that maybe have taken a backseat
Yeah.
in recent years.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, because ultimately it's the players
Right.
who make this game so great. Yeah.
We're all part of this conversation.
Yeah.
Like the players,
Yeah.
the coaches, the fans,
The fans.
the analysts.
Yeah.
We're all kind of shaping
Yeah.
the future of the game.
I love that.
It's a team effort.
It is a team effort.
And that's what's so cool about being a fan.
Yeah.
Like you're not just watching.
Yeah.
You're part of it.
You're part of the evolution.
Exactly.
I love that.
And that's what I hope you take away from this whole deep dive.
Yeah.
It's not just about the three-pointer.
Yeah.
It's about what kind of basketball we want to see.
Right.
Like, what do you enjoy watching?
Yeah.
What do you value in the game?
What gets you excited?
Yeah. What makes you want to
Yeah.
turn on the TV and watch?
Your voice matters.
It does.
It really does.
Like your passion for the game,
Yeah.
your insights, your opinions, all of that.
Yeah.
contributes to shaping the future of basketball.
It really does.
So let's keep talking about it.
Yeah.
Let's keep this conversation going.
I love it.
Let's share our thoughts.
Yeah.
Engage with other fans.
Yeah.
Let's explore the possibilities together.
Yeah, because ultimately...
The story of basketball
Yeah.
is a story that we're all writing.
I love that.
And this deep dive
Yeah.
is just the beginning.
The beginning of the next chapter.
Exactly. Who knows what's coming next?
I know!
What kind of crazy innovations and evolutions are
Yeah.
going to happen?
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, only time will tell.
But one thing's for sure.
What's that?
The game of basketball
Yeah.
will continue to, captivate us
Oh, for
and
snap.
inspire us
Absolutely.
for generations to come.
I agree.
So, thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, we had fun with this one.
I know I did too.
It's a good topic.
It's such a fascinating topic.
It really is.
And we hope you've enjoyed exploring the three-point revolution with us.
We hope you learned something.
Before we finish up, here's something to think about, okay? If you were coaching a team, how would you balance using the three-pointer as strategy, but also making sure your players learn all the other skills?
That's a great question.
It really gets you thinking about the future of the game.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Absolutely.
See you next time.